Content over everything, Repatriation March 2019. I am here with the legendary, the well-known brother Kwaku. Big up, brother. Respect.
Yeah, Outep, greetings, and creating force of the universe. The omnipotent being that which is greater than ourselves, who has many names, Olo Dumarin, Kulukulum, Kwame Black Force, Mungo, Amen Ra, Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe. Big up, brother. Now, for people who might not know you, may not have known you before, I've seen you at many events, and you come through very early, and you bless the place, and you bring through the good vibes and everything. Maybe you could tell people a bit about you and what you do.
Well, I'm an African activist. I'm a worker for our people. I'm involved in the African Emancipation Day Reparation March Committee. I'm one of the member organizations that is in it. And I don't only do that. I'm part of an organization called Nubia African Community Foundation School. We have a Saturday school that's been run for 28 years, where we educate African children. I'm also involved in the Garvey Town project, where we have land in Ghana, where we're trying to get our people to come and be a part of building the town. So we need to repatriate from this place, or we need to create something for our children to run to. I don't know what it is about our people. They've forgotten how they got here. It's almost like them there, and it's like them just think say, yeah, well, yeah, so where I got there. And it's sad really, because our parents came here without the intentions of staying here. But the ancestors, them are were, because we're closer to Africa from here. And we need to go home to Africa and prepare places, because everybody else is going there. So we do the annual African Emancipation Day Reparation March. And it's not just a march for, we're not begging the British state for nothing. We not beg them nothing. Where do we give them a warning? It's because the British state assume that their state is going to be the way it is forever. All great empires fall. And our descendants will have these records as evidence to prove that you had your warning. So you need to just come through, behave up your local self and free up the things. You understand what I say? Because if you don't, when our children come fit, it won't be pretty. Believe that. Nothing lasts forever. I will die, you will die. We will all die. You understand me? But our records will live. We in the day of recording. You understand me?
100%.
So, we're claiming the day as an international day of African reparations, remembrance, veneration. This is our day. This is not something they can come and hijack, like them hijack carnival. I know them charge our people astronomical amounts of money if you have a stall at our own carnival. And them make millions from it. And we don't make nothing. Because they're culture pirates. They steal your culture, wrap it up, and present it as their own. It's what they do. So I'm just saying to this, continue the veneration of our ancestors and continue the work that's been done by greater people than myself. I'm only doing my bit. Yeah.
100%. I have so much respect for you, Car. And even with that answer, Car, I asked you one question, and all the next 2-3 questions I had lined up for you, you answered them clean and straight. Because there has been a lot of talk, like you're saying, from people who have been not sure about the reparation thing. And some people have been putting across that idea that is some idea of begging or something from the state. And like you say, it's about us giving them a warning clearly. But not only just about us giving them a warning clearly, I think this has to go out to our community. The amount of community building that happens on a day like this, the amount of people who come together and meet and see the different people who work in different fields, who work in similar fields, who can work together, the networking that happens at a day like this is big in itself just for community building. And like you're saying, they took Carnival from us. This is something that we can actually take from ourselves. And so we have to actually encourage more and more people, all the younger people out there, people, especially in a time like this where you're having so much knife crime going on in the UK, especially with the elder generation who may have the parents even know each other, especially where I'm from in like West and Northwest London, but the parents actually know each other, but their youths are in beef with each other and get into arguments and stuff like that. Forcing your children to come out to a day like this will make them see that we're all just one.
You see, my brother, I'm over half a century old. And there was nowhere in London I could go that I couldn't go where black people was. There were places I couldn't go where white people was. But there was nowhere where black people was that I could not go and didn't feel safe. And I have to grow to see, I have to worry about my son going into certain areas, not because of white people, but because of our own people. And I know that's a carefully orchestrated plan. That's not an accident. You understand me, I say? And so this day is about making our people know all we got is us. We're still here in Britain. And many of us is not going to leave. You understand me? But we have to galvanize ourselves as African people, because you see, if you don't put value on anything that's yours, nobody's going to value it. You understand me? So you sit down and you go to their war memorials and you respect all their days that they venerate their ancestors, but your own, you don't respect it. And that's why they don't respect you. That's why they push drugs to your children. That's why they're trying to change your children them into all sorts of nastiness and get your children to say they're what they're not. You understand what I'm saying? So African people, you need to look within yourself. And this is a message for the young black children who are in gangs. You see the drugs that you're selling are white man drugs. Black man don't own a ship. We don't own an aeroplane. We don't control the ports. The drugs that is in this country don't come through somebody's stomach or some suitcase in the airport. That's coming here by container loads. You understand what I'm saying? So they're setting you up to lock you up in their hotels that they're billing for you. You don't have to like what me say, and you might think, what is he talking about? It's about the peas. But let me tell you something from now. Anyhow you know what do that, it's only few of you who will get away with it. Because sooner or later, someone will grass you, mate. Because you got a lot of grasses out there. And when all is said and done, the people who's making the most money out of crime are the solicitors, the judges, the prison service, the probation service, the screws, the people them that supply the food to the prison, the people them that give electricity to the prison. They're all making money out of you. And you young people who's in jail, you young, black, strong, young men, look around you in those prisons and ask yourself this question: how comes there's so much of us in here and we are the minority in the country? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And then see your people them in the mental institutions, drugs, committing suicide. Young black men, rise. Are you them free of that?
Have to leave it there. Can't say nothing more. Brother Kwaku, anything you want to say, anywhere they can find you, anything like that?
You know, I'm on the radio every Sunday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I do a talk show. It's an interactive show where I look at things that affect our people, and I don't look at things for my people. And it's on a station called The Rock 926.com. The Rock 926.com or 87.8 FM.
Big
Peace
up,
out, Hotel.
respect.
Give thanks.
Hotel.
What's it called?
Content
over
everything.
everything.
Love. Respect. Respect.